Welcome back to Hidden US Coins, the only place where every single video uncovers mysteries, treasures, and secrets buried in plain sight inside your pocket change and coin collections. Today, we are diving into something extraordinary, something that will grip your heart, shake your imagination, and leave you stunned. Imagine this. You are holding a small silver coin in your hand. Just an ordinary Washington quarter, right? But what if I told you that this small, shiny piece of metal could actually be a hidden fortune? What if I told you that tucked away in a drawer, a dusty coin album, or maybe even inside a family heirloom, there lies a quarter worth more than most people make in years? This is no exaggeration, no fantasy, no made-up tale. This is the truth, and I'm here to reveal it to you today. Yes, in today's episode, we are unlocking the vault and showcasing the top 3 ultra-rare and most valuable Washington quarters that have completely shaken the auction market. These are not just coins. These are treasures, artifacts of history, gateways to wealth, and powerful symbols of America's journey. And let me tell you, the values of these coins are climbing day by day. The market doesn't sleep, collectors don't rest, and demand is exploding. So hold on tight, because this video is going to take you on a ride of pure suspense, jaw-dropping revelations, and emotional excitement. And remember, if you're new here, this channel Hidden US Coins is faithful, trustful, and always freshly updated every single day. You don't want to miss a single discovery, because the coin you're about to see might be sitting right under your nose. First, Coin 1. The year was 1942. The world was engulfed in war, America was mobilizing, and every piece of metal struck by the US. Mint carried weight far beyond its appearance. That was the year this legendary coin was born, the 1942 Washington quarter without a mint mark. To most eyes, it might look like just another quarter from decades ago. But to true collectors, historians, and those who understand the whispers of history, this is a masterpiece. This quarter was minted in Philadelphia, and unlike its counterparts from Denver or San Francisco, it carries no mint mark. That absence may look like nothing at first glance, but it is precisely this detail that sets it apart. It is a silent mark of distinction, a clue left by the mint that tells you this is not just another coin. Now, let's talk about its composition. This 1942 quarter was struck in 90% silver and 10% copper, a shining blend that speaks of an era before coinage turned away from precious metals. When you hold it, you're not just holding silver, you're holding a piece of America's resilience during one of the toughest times in history. The silver gleam, when preserved in fine, uncirculated condition, is nothing short of breathtaking. But what makes this coin unique? It is its survival. Most coins of this year were heavily circulated, used in wartime purchases, passed through thousands of hands, and often worn down to a shadow of their former glory. Yet here we stand, speaking about one in uncirculated fine condition, preserved almost like it had been shielded from time itself. This is the miracle. This is the uniqueness. Very few exist in this state, and that's exactly why the rarity spikes to unimaginable levels. Collectors crave this coin because it embodies rarity, history, and purity. And when demand meets scarcity, something magical happens. The price soars. Auctions are electric when this coin comes up for bidding. Bidders lock horns, voices tremble, and the gavel doesn't fall until the numbers reach jaw-dropping heights. So what is the value of this treasure? Brace yourself, because this is where the story transforms from history into sheer shock. The current market value of this 1942 Washington quarter, without mint mark, in uncirculated fine condition, has hit $155,000. Yes, you heard that right, $155,000 for a single quarter. This is no loose change, this is a fortune, a treasure chest, a life-changing piece of metal small enough to slip into your pocket. And let me emphasize this, price is absolutely current, absolutely true, and climbing higher with each passing day. The value of this coin is like a rising tide, pulling higher and higher, refusing to settle. Collectors know it, investors know it, and soon you know it. If you ever come across one of these, don't hesitate. Because holding this coin is like holding pure treasure in your hand. Now, if you are a collector, here is my tip. Focus not just on the year, but on the condition. Uncirculated coins, untouched by human hands, are where the real magic lies. Coins with original luster, sharp details, and no signs of wear are the ones that explode in value. Protect them, treasure them, and never underestimate them. Because the market is watching and history is speaking. In conclusion, The 1942 Washington quarter without mint mark is not just money. It is history, rarity, and wealth rolled into one. A quarter that is transformed into a treasure, a coin that could easily be the crown jewel of any collection. If you're lucky enough to ever see one, remember you're looking at a piece of America's past and possibly your future fortune. Now the stage is set, the fire is lit, and we have only just begun. That was coin number 1. And trust me, the next 2 Washington quarters are even more shocking. Their stories, their rarity, their power in the auction market will leave you stunned. Stick with me till the end, because the treasure chest is only opening wider. Next coin 2. And now, let us open the next chapter of our treasure hunt, the year 1944. The world was still at war, the United States was standing tall on the battlefield, and every single mint across America was running tirelessly to produce coinage for a nation in motion. In the middle of this chaos, San Francisco struck one of the most breathtaking Washington quarters in American history, the 1944 Washington quarter with the bold S mint mark. Now, pause for a moment and picture this coin in your mind. Silver tones glistening like moonlight, but with hints of golden shade flowing across its surface, a natural patina that time itself has painted. That dual-color silver and gold dancing together gives this coin a personality that no ordinary piece of change could ever have. It's as if history itself left its signature upon the surface. The composition remains the legendary standard of pre-1965 quarters, 90% pure silver, 10% copper. That blend was not just monetary policy, it was a silent promise of quality, of value, of tangible wealth. Unlike modern quarters of today that are just clad metal, these coins were built from true silver, forged in the fires of war-era America, and preserved against time. But what sets this particular quarter apart is not just its metallic beauty. It is its origin. Struck in San Francisco, this coin bears the proud S mint mark, a tiny but mighty symbol that collectors chase with obsession. In 1944, fewer of these San Francisco quarters were minted compared to their Philadelphia or Denver siblings. And fewer still have survived in fine condition, maintaining sharp detail and those gold and silver waves across their surfaces. This rarity has turned the year 1944 with S Washington quarter into one of the most sought-after pieces in modern numismatics. Auction halls light up when one appears. Collectors lean forward in their seats, hearts race, and you can feel the energy in the room shift. They know they are about to witness history being claimed and wealth being exchanged. And here is where the suspense shatters into reality. The 1944 with S Washington quarter in fine condition has been valued at an absolutely astonishing $151,000 in today's auction market. Yes, over $151,000 for this single coin. Not fiction, not exaggeration. This is the truth, the faithful truth I am telling you right now. This is the kind of treasure that turns an ordinary discovery into a life-changing moment. Owning one is not just about possession, it's about holding an artifact that carries both historical power and modern fortune. Think about it. The demand for this coin is soaring higher every single day. Collectors understand that the supply is shrinking, the number of untouched coins is dwindling, and each year it becomes harder to find such gems. The market knows this, and that is why the price climbs and climbs. This coin is not just stable, it is an investment, a rising star that refuses to fade. For collectors and treasure hunters watching right now, here's the most powerful tip I can give you about this quarter. Pay attention to its natural beauty. The gold and silver patina is not a flaw, it is the soul of the coin. Collectors adore originality. They crave untouched surfaces and the natural luster that has developed over time. Preserve it, protect it, and never attempt to alter it. What makes this coin so desired is exactly what time has gifted it: the rare shades, the fine condition, the history that it carries like a crown. So let me conclude this treasure. The 1944 Washington quarter with S mint mark is not just a coin. It is silver, it is gold, it is history, it is treasure. Its very existence proves that sometimes the most powerful wealth is hidden in the smallest places. And if you are fortunate enough to encounter one, know that you are not just looking at a quarter, you are staring at a masterpiece that belongs in the Vault of Kings. Next, coin 3. And now, collectors and treasure seekers, we arrive at the final chapter of today's journey. If you thought the 1942 with no mint quarter and the 1944 with S were breathtaking, prepare yourself because what comes next is a coin that stuns even the most seasoned experts. It's the 1968 Washington quarter with no mint mark. At first glance, you may wonder, 1968? That's not as old as the others, right? But here's where the story transforms from ordinary to extraordinary. This coin does not carry the Philadelphia P, the Denver D, or the San Francisco S. Instead, it stands boldly with no mint mark at all. That absence, that mysterious blank where a letter should be, is precisely what gives this coin its power and rarity. It is the silent detail that turns a common coin into a legendary treasure. Let's step back into history for a moment. The year was 1968, a time of cultural upheaval, political shifts, and economic change in America. The U.S. Mint was transitioning its production styles, experimenting with new compositions, and phasing out silver coinage. But in this storm of change, a rare anomaly emerged: the no mint mark quarter. It should not exist in the numbers it does, and yet a handful were struck, slipping quietly into circulation, destined to confuse and amaze future collectors. Now, let's look at the condition of this specific treasure. It carries what experts call green waves across its surface, an oxidation effect born of time and natural chemical reactions. Some might dismiss this as dirt or discoloration, but serious collectors know better. These marks tell a story, they authenticate its age, and they prove that this coin has lived through decades while still holding its form. It is not pristine, but that is exactly what gives it character. Dirty? No, it is historic. Worn? No, it is alive with the truth of time. The rarity of the 1968 with no mint quarter cannot be overstated. While millions of regular quarters flooded the nation that year, very few like this one survived. Fewer still exist today in collectible condition, and when such a coin appears, the demand explodes. Collectors crave anomalies. They crave what others cannot have. And this coin is the anomaly of anomalies. And now, let's talk about the part you've been waiting for: the market value. Brace yourself, because this revelation hits with thunder. The 1968 Washington quarter with no mint mark, carrying those natural green waves and its raw, authentic look, has reached an absolutely astounding $132,000 in today's auction market. Yes, $132,000 for a single quarter. That many would have dismissed as ordinary pocket change. This is no fiction. This is no fantasy. This is the truth. The treasure is real, and its value is climbing day by day. Imagine it. A single coin, one you might overlook, one you might pass without a second thought, is worth enough to transform your life overnight. This is why coin collecting is not just a hobby, it is treasure hunting. And when you uncover a coin like this, you don't just find money. You find history, mystery, and wealth wrapped together in one extraordinary discovery. For collectors seeking one like this, here's my most vital tip. Do not judge a coin by its surface. A coin with unusual toning, unique coloration, or natural aging is often far more desirable than a polished, artificial shine. The green waves, the dirty look, these are not flaws, they are identity. They are the marks of authenticity, the fingerprints of time. Preserve them, respect them, and never try to erase them. Because collectors want originality, and originality commands a premium unlike anything else. So let me close this chapter with a truth as bold as the coin itself. The 1968 Washington quarter with no mint mark is a sleeping giant. A coin that defies expectations, rewrites value, and rewards those who dare to look closely. It is treasure hidden in plain sight, a fortune disguised as ordinary change. And if fortune ever leads you to one, hold it tight, because you are holding not just a coin, but a gateway to wealth. And there you have it. The top 3 ultra-rare and most valuable Washington quarters in today's auction market. From 1942 with no mint to the 1944 with S gold and silver beauty. And finally, the mysterious 1968 with no mint with its green waves. Each one tells a story of history, rarity, and wealth. This is why Hidden U.S. Coins exists, to bring you faithful, truthful, and newly updated discoveries every single day. Because treasures like these are not myths. They are real. They are powerful, and they could be hiding in your very own collection right now. Stay tuned, subscribe, and join us on this journey of treasure hunting, because the next coin we uncover might just be the one that changes everything.